If you're relocating to Halifax or somewhere in HRM, there's always one decision that every buyer struggles with early on, and it's should you buy a condo or should you buy a house? Most people assume that this is a lifestyle question. You know, you're giving up space versus convenience. You're having a yard versus easier walkability. You're going into a quiet area versus a vibrant area. But in the current Halifax market, the decision is just as much about strategy as it is about lifestyle. Depending on how you approach this decision, it can cost you or save you a significant amount of money. I want to walk you through how this decision actually plays out for relocators buying in Halifax. Not in theory, not based on preference alone, but based on what the market is doing right now in January of 2026 and where the real opportunities are for home buyers such as yourself. One of the most important things to understand about Halifax at the moment is that the market is not moving evenly across all property types. Detached homes and condos are behaving very differently. Right now, detached homes are still experiencing upward pressure on pricing. Demand remains strong, supply is tighter, and buyers who want a house are often competing for a limited number of listings. Condos, on the other hand, are in a very different position. In many areas, especially where there's been recent or ongoing new construction, inventory for condos is higher. That means buyers have more choices and more flexibility, as well as more leverage than they would compared to the detached home market. This divergence is what creates opportunity. This is especially true for people relocating who don't need to get everything perfect on day one. Let's start by talking about condos, because for many relocators, this is where the best value currently exists. For someone moving to Halifax, a condo can be a very strategic first purchase. Not because condos are always better, but because of what they offer right now in this specific market. With higher inventory, sellers are more motivated. That often leads to better pricing, more willingness to negotiate, and more flexibility on terms. Buyers can sometimes negotiate not just the price of the home, but the timelines or the conditions to better protect themselves. And during a busy market with less inventory, like the single-family detached housing market, sellers might not be as willing or able to have as much wiggle room when it comes to the negotiations. They know more people on average will want to buy a detached home instead of a condo, and that gives them a little bit more leverage. Condos also tend to be located in some of the most walkable and lifestyle-driven parts of the city and of Halifax. Areas like the Halifax Peninsula or downtown Dartmouth allow relocators to immediately experience the city without long commutes or heavy maintenance responsibilities to their home. For many people, moving from out of province, this amount of simplicity can be a game changer. A condo allows you to get settled, learn the city, understand the neighborhoods, find your community, and decide whether you want to live long-term in this specific area without taking too much on at once. That being said, condos aren't perfect for everyone. Let's talk about some of the cons associated with condos now. You typically get less space. You'll probably have monthly condo fees that cover the costs of the shared and exterior parts of the building. Privacy is different than in a detached home, and it's important to review the condo documents carefully to understand the building's finances and management. Just know that not only do I review the condo documents, but my go-to property lawyers make sure to go over them as well. We want to make sure you're protected and any goals you might have when making your move aren't hindered from a condo bylaw. We'll inform you right away if we see anything that comes up that we think is an issue that goes against your goals. If your priority is value, location, and leverage, condos currently offer some of the strongest opportunities for relocators entering the Halifax market. Now, let's talk about detached homes. because this is still the goal for many buyers, and in the right situation, it absolutely makes sense. Detached homes offer more space, more privacy, and often better long-term appreciation potential, especially in established neighborhoods. They're ideal for families, people working from home, or buyers who know exactly where they want to settle. The challenge right now is that there's still a very competitive market for detached homes in Halifax. Prices are continuing to rise in many areas, and negotiation room is often limited. Sellers know the demand is there, and buyers need to be prepared to act decisively and put together clean, strong offers with tight conditions. This doesn't mean that homes are a bad choice. It just means that they're a premium purchase in the current market. If you're relocating and you absolutely need a house right away, the strategy needs to reflect that type of reality for you. You'll want to be fully prepared, pre-approved, and ready to move quickly when the right opportunity comes up. This is where many relocators run into trouble. Not because they choose the wrong property type, but because they don't align their expectations with the market's conditions. One of the biggest mistakes I see is buyers treating condos and houses as if they're the same or in the same type of market, when clearly they're not. They should treat them as completely different markets. The negotiation approach, the timeline, and the leverage are completely different across both sectors of the housing market. A condo in a prime central area of Halifax may actually outperform a detached home that's far outside the city when it comes to lifestyle and even long-term value. But on the other hand, a detached home in a well-chosen neighborhood can be an excellent long-term investment that fits your needs and fits your budget. This is why relocation buying needs to be strategic. It's not just about condos versus homes, it's about where you're buying, how long you plan to stay there, and how flexible you want to be when you're learning the city. Not to mention what type of lifestyle you're wanting to have and experience as you make your next move. For many relocators, the smartest move is not choosing one forever home right away. It's choosing the right first step. A condo can act as a low-stress entry point into the Halifax market. It allows you to participate now, take advantage of current pricing conditions, and keep your options open for the future. Later, once you're more established and understand commute patterns, schools, neighborhoods, and lifestyle preferences, you can reassess whether moving into a detached home makes more sense for you then. You might even be in a position to move into a detached home, but still keep your condo as a rental for another stream of income. That flexibility is incredibly valuable. On the other hand, if you're confident in your location choice and need a bit more space immediately, then buying a detached home can be absolutely the right move for you, as long as you go in with the right expectations and the right strategy. Now, there's no universally correct answer here. The best relocators aren't the ones who rush into what they think they should buy. They're the ones who understand the market they're entering and make decisions based off of leverage, timing, and their long-term goals. If you're relocating to Halifax, your first purchase doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be smart. Now, that means understanding where the leverage is right now and how different property types are behaving and what gives you the most control and flexibility as a buyer. If you want help thinking through whether a condo or a house makes more sense for you when you're making your move to Halifax, send me a text or give me a call. My information's in the description of this video. I also have 3 links to my home buyer's guide in the description as well. Buying a home and making a move is always a big decision, and I'm always happy to help you walk through the decision clearly and without any pressure. Let's connect today and focus on your next move.